It's Howard the Duck, and if someone was to tell me last week that this was actually the first Marvel feature-length film, I would have slapped them with a wet fish. Film begin, and hey look, it's the 1980s Cleveland, where there are two moons in the sky. It's like, it's so pretty out there right now. But hang on, we never had two moons, and look, everyone's been turned into ducks. Wait a minute, no they haven't, this is an alien planet with freaking duck aliens. And they even have Duckiana Jones, and then also dirty ducking hippies, and duck titty magazines, which kind of almost made me feel a bit sick. And here's Duckman, who's probably about to throttle the chicken so to speak. But what the hell? His chair just started flying through the freaking air, and now he's in space, where he can still breathe goodly somehow, and then starts falling into a very mysterious planet with coronaviruses and communists on it. He's just landed in an alleyway, and he's now getting kidnapped by a bunch of crap punks, where no one is at all surprised that they are literally holding a giant freaking duck. So they take him to a nightclub, but he gets kicked out almost immediately because they think he's underage. And it's like, he's there thinking, oh my god, I am so freaked out now. But look out, here's a bunch of motobicyclists. So quick Duckman, get in the trash. It's later where Daddy Issues is walking home. And trust me, that name will become very evident later. But wait, no freaking way! Here's some 80s toxic males who totally want to oppress her with bowling hats and crap haircuts. And I swear, every film where there's a female walking alone, these guys just roll up out of nowhere. It's like, do you have a GPS tracker on you or something? Because like, oh my god. Anyway, Daddy's Issues, she ain't into any of that sort of stuff. So it says like, can you guys go do your lame ass overused trope somewhere else? But they ain't budging. And look, there's Duckman in the bin who says, oh, I can't be dealing with this anymore. I hate what Disney has done to Marvel and the Star Wars franchise. You know what? I'm sick of it. No more Mr. Nice Duck. And then jumps out and does some duck jitsu on those bigoted cliches. Daddy Issues is shook and is like, what? You're a freaking duck. Oh my god, that's weird. But you totally saved me from those very, very generic trope white men. So Duckman asks, look, I'm glad that you're all safe, but where the hell am I? What planet is this? And she's like, it's Earth, you dingus? Anyway, since you have like nowhere to go because you're a freaking duck alien and I'm barely even fazed by that, would you like to come back to my house? Soon transmission, and are now at her crib, where Duckman asks for a beer. But oh my god, there's an earthquake! And now he has PTSD from that time where he got kidnapped by space. And Daddy Issue says, look, don't worry about it, it's just a truck going by. So they get to know each other, and it's really nice and cute. And then Duckman falls asleep, making quacking noises. And hey look everyone, his wallet just fell out of his pocket. And here's some duckographs, and some crap pun cards, and oh my balls, he has a Johnny which is open for some reason. It's like, that is not how you do the safe sex. I mean, you're going to end up with AIDS if you keep doing that. Next daytime, where they're in the cab to go meet up with one of her friends who's a scientist. And Duckman is in a bin bag because obviously he's a duck and he's also an alien. So they get into the science place and I don't believe it, it's the Shawshank Redemption guy. Like Morgan Freeman or something. And he's pretty freaked out that there's a freaking alien right there. But totally spazzed about her at the same time. So he starts making duck noises that no one in the room is impressed with. And Duckman decides, look, this guy's quite lame, I'm gonna go head out. But Freeman is really into this, so he tries to keep him here for a while longer to do the science. Then starts showing him the evolution of man, although it does lack the aliens, and then somehow has the entire evolution chain for like his duck species, like somehow. I mean, that's amazing. Well, they rage quit and go outside where everyone is like, oh my god, it's a duck alien, or a ducklian if you will. And a bunch of kids just roll up and start stroking him because, well, they think he's fake, but obviously he's very much real. And that made him really angry, telling everyone, you know what, do one, get out of here, including you, Daddy Issues. So what is he doing now? Well, he's actually getting a job down at a job centre that he somehow knew was there. And here's Big Mama, and she's telling him, I'm gonna go get you a job big time, and don't worry about all that paperwork with the social securities and all that. You're in a sanctuary city, and we'll just pretend that you're a Mexican. So she turns around, and Duckman, oh, he's he's really into thick hams. So he literally tries to do a sexual harassment until she shoves a letter in his gob. But what type of job does he get though? That is a very important question. Think it through, Dingus. He's obviously going to be working at a brothel, because that is definitely worthy of the PG-13 rating. Oh my god. And look, here's Bossman, who says, you actually look pretty damn creepy. And also there's an air filter I need you to damn well fix. So throws him into a bathtub that has probably got lots of floaty gooey DNA all over it. So he's probably pregnant now. So let's quick flip, because he quit big time and catches a bus where everyone is like, that's a freaking duck alien. So it gets off. And look, there's his chair he arrived in. And there's that club where Daddy Issues works at. He goes inside and ooh, she's working tonight. But oh my god, it's toxic males again. And one of them is Daddy Issues' manager, saying he's going to give her a right old porking tonight because he's going to do the promise of career advancement for the horizontal dance. Just like Harvey Weinstein did. So Duckman, he can kind of already tell that this will become a Twitter hashtag. So he says, you ain't doing ships, bullhead man. Now give me that money that you're going to be giving her because I'm going to go pay her instead and not do the sex. And then says, look, you probably think this is a bit weird right now. So I'll tell you what, you give me the money the easy way or we're going to have trouble. Funny you should say that because he's now being used as a bar wipe. But they don't realise that he actually knows duck jitsu and then threatens to stab a guy big time. Soon transmission, and it's backstage time where Duckman says, listen Toots, I kind of did an ouchie on your manager and I'm sorry that we fought the other day when I told you guys to do one, but I've got your money here and also, can I stay at your house tonight? It's later where Duckman is at Daddy Issues playing the electronic piano and look, she's actually checking out his duck ass right now, which is pretty weird. And now they're in bed together where she says, I wish I could meet the right man. And Duckman is like, who said anything about a man? And now she struck a chord with Daddy Issues, who asks, do you think I'll find love in the animal kingdom? Which is illegal! So they're literally about to do the interspecies alien sex with this absolute ducking throbber. But oh no, cock-blocking scientists who just roll up out of nowhere saying, we can kind of actually explain how you got to Earth using science. And the reason is that because we're all kind of playing around with freaking lasers and then we're a bit out of control and then somehow that laser light reached your planet that very night and then dragged your ass to Earth because that's exactly how the speed of light works somehow. So they get their asses right to Laser Quest place to send Duckman home. But all the alarms are going off right now, which is really confusing. And there's a scientist with eye damage and he's saying, we tried the laser again, but it broke to death. And one of our guys disappeared, which is a real mysterious. Look outside everyone, it's the policeman rolling up. And now they're inside where they're very interested in Duckman because he looks very strange. And then put him under arrest because Chiefman says he's an illegal alien. And ha ha ha, that's very funny because, they're talking about like the Mexicans here. Oh my god, not actual freaking aliens. And now they're trying to find his zipper thing because they think it's a fake suit. But hang on. If he thinks he's an illegal alien judging by like a duck suit, then how does he know what he looks like? Oh my god, I'm so confused right now. It's almost as if they set the joke up without realising it's a completely stupid joke. You know what? Doesn't matter, because they start walking. Where Duckman, he ain't having any of this and then throws policeman into a bin, and now Daddy Issues has his gun saying, freeze you damn dirty pig. Let's check out Science Guys, who are also getting arrested for some kind of reason. And look, there's Duckman and Daddy Issues, who are under the stairs and are hiding because those policemen just said, this is an absolute ducking nightmare. They're shoot to kill, boys, and I hope you brought the hoisin because I really, really like fried duck. So they get to escaping, and they better be quickly though. But wait a minute, here's another science man out of nowhere with a suntan, who's feeling a little bit rough after getting squirted in the face by laser goo. And they're like, can we escape with you? And he's like, yeah, sure, let's go. So there's quick flip, and they're escaping in Science Man's car, because all those coppers have got to do the absolute basics of posting guards outside. And Science Man is looking pretty freaking ill right now, saying, I saw something when I got that laser jizz in the face. And like, Something very evil has entered me without consent when I was looking through the scope. And oh my god, he's now totally pooping himself. And then says, I'm turning into something different. Oh my god, it's really bad. There's something inside me. Oh. So Document is like, oh great, you want to get a sex change, don't you? Which is totally phobic right there. And look, now Science Man is self-identifying as a woman, so he can't drive any good. And almost crashes the car, but luckily there was a man in there to hit the brakes. But wait a minute, Science Woman just said the transformation is complete. And those other guys are like, what the absolute duck are you on about? So they go into a restaurant that is totally appropriating Japanese people's food and like clothing, and that's totally wrong. Oh my god, let's stick to our lanes here, guys. Let's not appreciate anybody else's culture. Anyway, here's waitress lady who's absolutely spazzed about the duck costume, but is actually a bit freaked out by Science Lady because he's acting a bit strange, almost as if he's been possessed by evil. And Duckman is actually getting a little bit sick of all this ducking around and says, look, can you just get me to that freaking laser so I can actually just go home? And Science Woman says, I am no longer Science Man. I am actually a Dark Lord who was exiled from the universe. But that laser totally freed me. And now you're all completely ducked. Because I'm going to go bring my other Dark Overlord friends here. And then we're going to kill everybody who doesn't transition. But oh my god, it's toxic white males again. So now it's big fight time. And look, that duck totally just cream pied that guy in the face. And then it's cream pied another guy. Oh my god, they're all getting cream pied right now, guys. Oh, they're all pregnant as well, I guess. So they're going to take him off for like child support or something. But Daddy Issues, she's a bit mad about it and is trying to get Science Woman to help. Because they're now going to cook Duckman. And he don't really give a crap about that. He just wants them to respect his pronouns. But it actually turns out that Duckman is an ally who's done his corporate diversity and inclusion training. So he starts kicking all their asses with mind bullets that free Duckman. But stops him from leaving though, because he wants the code key thing that is in his pocket. Oh, and then just knocks Duckman out and is now kidnapping Daddy Issues, which is illegal. And look, he's going full Terminator 2 Judgment Day with it in a truck while telling Daddy Issues the only way those Dark Lords can come to this planet is if they grow a human body. So basically we're going to get you pregos, and also here's my mouth dildo that I'm going to plug into the cigarette socket so I can get energy from it. While that's going on, what's happening at Restaurant Place? Oh well, the police have just rolled up with Morgan Freeman sitting in the car for some reason. And it's like, that was actually very convenient. Because there's Duckman, who explains to him the entire Science Woman's plot to bring the Dark Overlords. So Freeman climbs over a seat and then gets out the car, which was actually like really easily. But now let's ask the question, how will they escape? Would it be by automobile? Would it be by motorcycle? Or would it be a light jog? Are you stupid? They have a light aircraft like right there, you dingus. But oh my god, like scene change, it's now daylight for some kind of reason. And that aircraft has only just started, so they fly off big time. They're now off on an aerial adventure, and that's pretty cool. I mean, nice day for it. But it ain't going well for Daddy Issues, who's gone on the wrong Tinder date, because Science Woman is taking a tour of a nuclear power plant and then goes rogue using mind bullets because he wants to get into the uranium core and suck up all that energy. And look, he's now back at the truck and glowing with sweet, sweet radiation, and is now taking Daddy Issues to the freaking laser lab. Soon transmission, because those light aircraft guys are having an absolute ducking great time. But oh no, there's some policemen, so quick, fly quicklier, and be directly responsible for the drowning of that policeman. But look out, there's even more police, who are using their shooty sticks. But like, why not fly across a couple of fields and then lose the policeman? I mean, they're following roads right now where the police cut. You know what? It doesn't matter, because they've now crashed at the Science Place, where Science Woman has taken Daddy Issues inside. And hey look everyone, there she is all tied up and all that. So Duckman and Morgan Freeman devise a plan to fight Science Lady with a mysterious weapon that is behind that door. But it has a keypad, and they obviously don't have the code. So, oh no, how are they going to get in to that very secure unit? Well, actually very easily, because Duckman uses duck foo right on the doorknob and now it's open. And there it is. There's the disintegrator, which is behind another lock and key. So, oh my god, it won't ever end. Oh, how will I get through this one? So what is Science Woman doing? He's now loading up the computer and is targeting the Dark Lord place, which is really scary. But wait, right now we're missing out on a very good convenience happening elsewhere. It's Morgan Freeman who somehow got a sledgehammer and then somehow breaks off that padlock. So, oh my god, they now have the disintegrator. Back to the freaking laser. And oh no, it's happening, boys. She's gonna get Dark Lorded right in a baby maker. And look elsewhere, guys. Here comes Duckman on a disintegrator trolley golf cart thingy. And just straight up goes, I wonder what this button does. And then presses it. And then that disintegrator thingy just goes broom like off and crashes through a door, alerting everyone to their presence. It's like, oh no, if that didn't happen and he didn't press that button, they could have killed Science Lady to death, like very stealthily, very easily, and the film would have finished right there and then. But that really annoyed like Science Lady, because he's just trying to hang out with his boys again. So he starts shooting off mind bullets from his fingers, but somehow Morgan Freeman picks up a satellite thing to not get died to death. While Duckman tries to drive at him in the golf cart thing. It's like, that thing has a gun, just shoot him with the gun. Oh my god, amazing! Anyway, doesn't matter because they're now facing off big time. And only now does Duckman turn the disintegrator on. So, what the duck was the original plan? Seriously, the gun wasn't even on for Christmas' sake. And look, he's now fired it and big explosions, yay. That really screwed with Duckman, who's now feeling a little bit ouchied. And look everyone, there's Science Lady, who has detransitioned, and he's back to Science Man saying, that evil thing that was inside me, it's not in me anymore, it totally escaped, and holy ships, there it is. It's really big and scary, and look, it also has Japanese hentai monster hands with like little red rockets on the end, that he uses to set off the big laser, while using mind lasers too, to stun Morgan Freeman and daddy issues. So what is Duckman doing? Well, he's about to start in his very own hentai, but detransitioned Science Man throws him a convenient disc cutter that Duckman uses to cut that tentacle. And then escapes thinking, what the hell am I going to do now? I know, I'll go get back in that little go-kart thingy that distract the monster just long enough to ejaculate purple laser goo all over his face, and now that monster is dead. But look out, that laser is still on, bringing those evil dudes to planet Earth, so they need to destroy it for good. But Duckman will be trapped on Earth forever if they do. So then he straight up destroys it big time because, well, on this planet you may have socialist, communist guys, and then like hippies, but like, he's got daddy issues here. Well, that caused a big ouchie and now the laser is all gone. So let's go to the next scene where it's like the band people playing rock music or like crap rock music. And then Duckman like falls off somehow and is now shredding a guitar big time. And that's it. Film finished. It's like, what the duck did I just watch? I mean, this film literally had a bestiality scene. It had duck titties and also a brothel. It's like, oh my god, a PG rating my ass.
Subscribe button.
Is always right.